my channel. It's me, Amy. In today's video I am going to be doing a Q&A video. I've been asked quite a few questions on YOLO, so if I don't get to go through all the questions, please don't be offended if I don't answer yours. I'm going to put it in my next Q&A, or I will answer them on my Snapchat. I want to apologise for the mess here. That's like Jaden's birthday presents piling up and I put a few blankets over them. And then like I've got washing over there. It's just crazy. I have got quite a lot of cleaning to get up to today, but you know, we're not going to get into that in this video. I'm going to get straight into the video, and the first question is, what are your goals / ambitions for 2021? So I've previously done a video based around my New Year resolutions for 2021, so if you want to check that out, please do. I'll just give you like a rough estimate in this video of what my goals and ambitions are. So the first one that I'll give to you in this video is saving money. Investing money, just saving is like my top priority, my top goal for like my ambitions this year, because I want to move out next year, beginning of next year. So fingers crossed we can save up enough money to rent a place. So that's what we're doing. Both Marcus and I were just saving up money to move out. Second like ambition that I will give you is to become better on social media. Now I know that sounds very like, what? But I didn't really go into this in my other video, but I want to do better with social media. That's not just YouTube, that's my TikTok, like posting more regular. My Instagram, I never post on my personal Instagram, hardly ever, because I never take photos for myself, and I need to start doing that kind of thing. I do post on Jaden's Instagram quite fairly, and like also on my Facebook I have a group now, because I am a body consultant for the Body Shop. The Body Shop consultant. I am a consultant for the Body Shop, yeah. So I'm trying to be more active on there, because that's really good for me, because I'm basically working from home, and I just really want to not focus on social media, because social media is not great. Like, it's not something, social media can change a lot of people's perspectives, and I understand that, but I just want to be more like out there on my social medias and just more interactive with people from around the world. The next question is, has having a baby affected yours and Marcus's relationship? So I wouldn't say it's affected our relationship. However, I would say that our relationship has changed, and that is normal, because before we had Jaden, we wasn't parents, we were just normal teenagers, like going out and doing dates, drinking quite a bit at parties, and we were just like them average normal teenagers, I would say. And then I fell pregnant and reality hit us, and we both had to mature. And while maturing, like obviously we changed, not like completely, we're still the same person, but for example I don't go out like hardly ever, which is normal. That is normal when you become a parent. Like I used to go out every day until like late at night and come back, you know. I can't do that now because I've got a baby, and I wouldn't change that for the world. And Marcus, like we both got to earn money, not just for ourselves to live on, but for Jaden to live. So we're working even more harder to get money so we can afford ourselves and we can afford our child. So I wouldn't really say our relationship's been affected. We've changed as people, and like we're different. Like it feels like, not like we're in a different relationship, I don't know how to explain this. It's just a different relationship to what it was before we had a child. But that happens, you know, when you fall pregnant together, you're bound to change. We had to change for Jaden, but we still love each other. We're still happy. We're even more happy now. I mean, we have a mini us basically, and it's amazing. The third question, I don't know whether to take offence to this, or I don't know how to, I don't know, but it's, why didn't you get an abortion? You were only 17. My mum would be so embarrassed of me. So, I'm sorry to hear that your mum would be embarrassed for you, being 17 and pregnant. I am sorry that's happened to you. That shouldn't be a thing of an embarrassment, because if you're a good enough parent at 17, why should your parents be embarrassed of you? I mean, if I was a terrible mother and took no notice to Jaden and just vanished and left him with my mum every day, all day, and had no care for Jaden, then I'd understand my mum kind of being embarrassed of me. But why would my mum be embarrassed of me for becoming a mum at 17, a good mum? I'm not a perfect mum, I'm just human, so there's no like perfect mum out there, but I'm a good mum. My son's healthy, he's happy and he's loved, he's got clothes on his back, he's fed, like, and he's just a happy child, and I'm proud of myself. Like, I created him, and now look at him, he's just a happy little boy. The reason I didn't get an abortion, I am not like against abortions, like I'm not gonna come here ranting like you shouldn't get abortions, they're bad, blah blah blah, because I'm not. It's your body, you do what you want with your body, like it's your choice. Don't let anybody else make choices for you. But when I was pregnant, when I found out I was pregnant, I knew straight away I'm keeping this baby. Instantly, I knew it. Because yes, I understand, like I was having sex protected, but I still fell pregnant. That was still my responsibility. I fell pregnant. I was happy as well. Like I was, at the same time I was excited, happy, nervous, scared, like my life was about to change, I'm having a baby kind of thing. But I knew straight away I wasn't having an abortion. I knew straight away. Even if I fell pregnant now, I wouldn't get an abortion, I would keep the baby. That's just my opinion. But things happen, and I fell pregnant, and it happened for a reason. That's what I believe. And I've changed as a person. I've matured, I think, more. And the way I see things in life, my perspective of life's changed, and that's all down to my son, and I'm so grateful for him, and I'm so happy I chose that option, and there wouldn't have been any other option. What was your dad's reaction to your pregnancy? I don't know his first, reaction, because I wasn't there when he found out, but that was my choice. I decided not to tell him. I decided I didn't want to tell my dad face to face, only because with my mum I could do that. I just felt like I can tell you, like, Mum, I'm pregnant, and obviously she was a bit upset because I was young, but she was supportive from day one. My dad, he was supportive, but before I told him, or before I asked my mum to tell him, I knew that he would be upset. Not as much disappointed, just upset, because I'm his youngest daughter. My dad's got 4 children, he's got 2 girls and 2 boys, and I'm his youngest daughter. I just thought, like, my dad always has these not expectations, but he always expected me to go to university and do this, do that. Like, he thought I was going to be a scientist at one point. Like, he just had a lot of, like, not dreams, like things that he thought I was going to do with my life, and one of them was not having a baby. So I didn't want to tell my dad, because to me, I didn't want to disappoint him. It didn't disappoint him, it upset him. But I asked my mum to tell my dad, which she did, and from what I know, she see him and said, you're going to be a granddad again. So you just heard me say another grandchild. Yes, there is another grandchild, because a lot of people think Jaden's the oldest grandchild. He's the oldest grandson. My dad has a granddaughter. She's actually only 2 years younger than me. And then he has Jaden, that's his grandson, and he also has a grandson on the way. Not me, my brother's having a baby due April. So my dad has 3 grandchildren, my niece, Jaden, and my nephew that's on the way. And he said, what? She said, your daughter's pregnant. And he was like, huh? And he was like, you're joking. And he knew straight away that it was me my mum was talking about, and not my sister. So, my sister's older than me. She's, I think she's 13 years older than me. So, yeah. But then when I did see him, he drove a van at the time, because obviously he works. He doesn't have the van anymore because he had to, like, get rid of it because it broke, so he's waiting to get a new one. But anyway, that's not the point. He got out of his van, and I remember I was walking with the dog, and he see me, and he gave me a massive hug, and he just cried and hugged me and held me tight. And he said, are you okay? And I said, yeah, I'm okay, are you? And he said, yeah. And he said, alright, let's go in then, it's cold out here. So, yeah, that's what happened. What is the age difference between you and Marcus? So Marcus is 20 and I'm 18. I will be turning 19 in April. Marcus will be turning 21 in November. So we have a year and 6 months between us. He's a year and 6 months older than me. Even though he was born in 2000, I'm born in 2002. It's 1 year, 6 months if you work it out to the dot. However, school-wise, we didn't go to the same school, but he was only a year above me in school, because where his birthday's after September, it's in November. He wasn't put back a year, but he was in that year kind of thing. So in school years, he's a year older than me, but in reality, he's a year and 6 months older than me. Yeah. Marcus is actually born in the same year as my older brother Matthew. So they're both born in 2000. However, Matthew turns 21 this April, a couple of days after my birthday. And Marcus doesn't turn 21 until the end of the year in November. So, yeah. When will you start weaning Jaden onto cow's milk? So I already have started weaning him onto cow's milk. I know the recommended age is 1. My son is 11 months. He will be 1 in 10 days. 10 days! That's crazy. That is crazy. You gotta admit, that's crazy. I'm gonna have a 1-year-old child in 10 days. But I started weaning him on milk about 2 weeks ago. What I'm doing is, obviously, I do 4 ounces of cow's milk, the blue fat milk, and then I do 4 ounces of boiling hot water, so that makes an 8-ounce bottle, and I'm giving that to him. So over night time, his last bottle is a formula bottle. When he wakes up, he has breakfast around 7, 8, and then for his morning nap, it's a formula bottle. But if he has any other bottle during the day, it will be cow's milk. What I did the other day was I added some strawberry milkshake powder to it, and he loved it. But I don't do that regular because I know that's not really healthy. But I am already weaning him onto cow's milk, only like a couple of weeks before he's turned 1. Come on, like it's just not that bad, is it? Come on. I know it's recommended for 1, but don't go at me. What age gap do you want between your children? Jaden is turning 1 in 10 days. And ideally, when I was younger, I wanted my children to have just under 2 years or just over 2 years between them, like me and my older brother. That can't happen because I'm not in the ideal world. When I was younger, I was expecting to have a baby when I was in my mid-20s. That didn't happen. I was 17 when I had Jaden. And I would love another child now, don't get me wrong. But reasons I'm not having another child now: I'm living at home with my mum, and I'm not prepared for another baby yet. And thirdly, I want to enjoy Jaden first. I know that sounds very but age gap now, I would say, would be just under 3 years or just over 2 years if I'm living in my own place. If I'm not living in my own place, then it'll be put on hold, because my priority is getting a family home for Marcus, Jaden and myself. That is my priority, and then I'll think about having more children if we're financially stable and if we want and if we're ready. What are you doing with your life right now in lockdown, and has lockdown affected your life? Yes, lockdown has affected my life. I was going to get a job. Okay, they just said, yeah, just bring in your CV. You're going to get the job anyway, but we just want to see your CV, blah, blah, blah. Lockdown happened. They're not open during lockdown. It's a food place. They're not open. It's a cafe. They're not open. So, yeah. However, at the moment, I am working. Is it working? I don't know. I am the Body Shop consultant. So, I kind of work for the Body Shop, and I sell the products and I order it for you online through my account. So if you're interested, please do message me. I can get you discounts, deals. I do giveaways as well, so I give away 3 Body Shop gifts. I do raffles, I do game bingos and things like that, and it is helping me out a little bit. It's not I wouldn't take it as a full-time job, because it's not so the income from it is you get commission, you get a certain amount of commission, and that depends on how much sale you make. So say if I did £150, obviously then I'd get more commission made than if I put a £30 order through. But it's not always for definite that I'm going to have orders every single week, so I might not get paid every single week, because it just depends on how much I put in for the orders. However, that little bit of extra money is helping Jaden and myself out so much, and I am so grateful. And I'm grateful for all the help and the support from the people on the team, because I'm in a team and I'm forever grateful. But that's what I'm really doing at the moment. I'm also obviously doing my YouTube, looking after my child. We're going for walks and things like that. But the Body Shop really does help me, because I'm at home working. But not just that, it's interesting, and you have to you communicate with new people, or people but you hardly speak to, you're communicating to again about the Body Shop, and then you ask how they are and things like that. Plans for Jaden's birthday. Okay, this is the last question. Jaden is 1 in 10 days. 10 days. Okay. I had so many plans. And then it was announced we're in lockdown, and I was like, really? I was like, my son's first birthday, Last year when I gave birth just before the first lockdown, so I was quite lucky because I was allowed my mum and Marcus's mum in hospital with me. And I feel for all the people that has to be in hospital on their own in labour until the baby's about to come and then their boyfriend or their birthing partner can come. That's just shocking, but it is what it is. We are in lockdown, there is COVID happening, so yeah. But Jaden's birthday, I've got some plans, but I'm not going to share them in this video because it's going to be a surprise. I am going to be doing a birthday vlog and a lot of videos catching up to his birthday, and I'm very excited. But that is it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and keep yourself notified for future videos. Adios, amigos.
That's what they call me. Promise that you'll never be lonely.